Hi everyone, today I'm here to talk about an amazing opportunity being given to our region called the Digital Clusters Initiative, led by BNZ and Zealand. Now usually for something like this we'd have an in-person announcement, but in a time of COVID that's not sensible. So unfortunately I have to record this information session instead. I'm hoping to get through it in about 10 minutes. But the big news is that BNZ and Zealand have picked our region for the 2.5-year pilot program for this initiative to help build a digitally clustered marketplace for selling Central Otago wines. Now that's a lot of big words. Let's get into the detail of exactly what that means. Well, this is what I'm going to talk about today. Firstly, the Digital Clusters Initiative. What is it? What is a digitally clustered marketplace? Let's get that out of the way first. Then I'm going to talk about exactly what it is the pilot program involves, what BNZ and Zealand are going to be providing to us, to our region. Then a quick suggestion of who it's going to help and how it might help those wineries. And then finally, I'll finish off just by letting you know what you need to know now, what you need to do, and what's happening next. So let's get underway. What is the Digital Cluster Initiative pilot? Well, the Digital Cluster Initiative was created by Zealand and BNZ to demonstrate the success that collective marketing and networking can achieve in the digital environment, such as scale, new markets, and collaborative growth. Central Otago has been selected to participate in the 2.5-year pilot program to launch a digitally clustered marketplace, and BNZ and Zealand are going to provide expert commerce and digital marketing advice and training to that cluster to help them grow and succeed. So what is a digitally clustered marketplace? Okay, let's clarify what we're talking about here. If a website is like a digital shop front, then a marketplace is like the infrastructure and services that go along with the shop front. And a clustered marketplace is kind of like the whole shopping mall. The infrastructure, the facilities, and the services, etc., for all of the businesses. So Zealand are building a virtual shopping mall, and they're going to customize a marketing plan for that shopping mall, specifically for Central Otago wineries. BNZ is inputting via its growth sector network and including its New Zealand connections and expertise in export markets. And that way, the digital marketplace can be taken into both new markets and existing markets with the experience of BNZ on board. So exactly what are they providing as part of the pilot program? Well, there's going to be e-commerce platform and websites for the participating wineries if you need them. There'll be the digital clustered marketplace. That'll be the shopping mall where all of the wines and such get sold. There's going to be branding support for the digital cluster. There will be a cluster marketing program to help advertise the marketplace to the world. And then there will be education and growth opportunities for digital transformation given by Zealand and BNZ. So let's get into the detail of exactly what that means. Well, firstly, the e-commerce platform and websites are being offered to any winery that either doesn't have one already or wants to upgrade the one that they've got. It can also link in with existing e-commerce sites. If you're part of WooCommerce or Shopify already, then the digital marketplace should be able to synchronize with your existing e-commerce platform. They're also building the digital marketplace. That's the shopping mall, as I keep saying. This is a centralized place for customers to purchase their products from the members of the cluster. And it provides the benefits of discoverability, revenue, and scale. And in particular, that word discoverability is like going to a shopping mall and doing window shopping. And that's how people stand to benefit from clustering together like this, is through that sort of shopping mall effect where it's a one-stop shop for all of the things that you need. So they're also going to provide some branding support. So Zealand and BNZ will conduct a brand identity workshop to assist the clusters to brand and position themselves collectively and effectively in the wider New Zealand market and beyond. The workshop will focus on the cluster's unique story and the offering that they make, as well as targeting key markets and channels and identifying gaps for further support. They are also going to provide the cluster a marketing program. This is to advertise the shopping mall. You don't want a shopping mall to just sit out in the middle of nowhere on its own. It's got to be a place where people come and do their shopping. So that's what the marketing program is all about. Dedicated marketing specialists are going to support the cluster throughout the pilot to tailor a 2-year digital marketing program to advertise the shopping mall, the clustered marketplace. And then finally, they're also going to provide education and support to all of the cluster participants so that they can participate in the digital clustered marketplace as best they can and get the most out of it. So all the way throughout the program, all of the participating wineries will be able to draw on that education and support from BNZ and Zealand. All right. So who will the digital clustered marketplace help and how? Well, I think that it has a place to help just about everybody, from boutique wineries to new wineries, well-established wineries, or even people just wanting to seek higher margins on the products they already sell. So firstly, boutique wineries. Well, probably you can already see the reasons this is an important project for smaller wineries. Your time is short. You don't have all of the resources available to you all of the time. Well, this is an excellent opportunity to outsource some of your digital marketing needs and draw upon the resource and expertise that are being offered here. So with minimal time and effort, you can access new markets or just expand the markets that you're already in through new trade opportunities and this new sales channel. Importantly, the sales channel will be able to facilitate direct-to-customer sales. It can also do B2B. Those direct-to-customer sales help you capture that retail margin, which of course is all important in running a small-scale winery. Maybe your website doesn't have e-commerce yet. Well, in which case, you get a new website and or new e-commerce platform included in this package. Can't really put a value on that, and so it's an obvious benefit if you need it. Maybe you want to upskill your digital expertise. Zealand are offering their vast collection of digital training resources to help you succeed in the digital world. Alongside that, BNZ are offering their expertise in international and export and domestic markets to help you succeed as well. You cannot lose with experts like this on your side. New wine brand. If you're just starting out, you've got a vineyard and you're just starting to make wine, or you're just wanting to launch a new label, well, this is a one-stop shop to get your new wine brand off the ground. You get a brand new website and e-commerce platform to sell your wines, and in particular, the digital marketplace will support discoverability. And the idea behind that is that your customers will find you, new customers will find you, rather than you having to go and acquire each of those customers independently. Marketplace will also be able to handle B2C and B2B sales, which of course is beneficial in establishing efficient processes for your business right from the outset. You don't want to have 6 different media platforms that you're managing in order to collect the orders for your products. So keep those processes nice and efficient, go with the one-stop shop. Then it's hard to be great at everything, but we have 2 teams of experts here that can help you, guide you through the process of helping to establish your business and sell your wines, which of course in the early days of any new wine brand is incredibly difficult. So get the team of experts on your side helping to sell your products. For established producers, the value proposition is just a little bit different. You've already got sales channels, you've already got a digital platform already. So the idea here is that you could be involved with the digital cluster and the marketplace easily. It should be able to synchronize with your existing e-commerce, especially if you use Shopify or WooCommerce. You will be able to benefit from this digital marketplace with very, very little effort. Additionally, like the previous slide, you could potentially find efficiencies in combining B2C and B2B sales through the marketplace, saving time fulfilling orders and potentially broadening the sales channels that you have. Additionally, you could potentially benefit from the digital markets training and upskilling that is involved as part of the project. If you had somebody in your team who needed a little bit of upskilling, getting them involved as your representative from your winery in this project could very well help improve their digital skills, their marketing skills, and on the side, sell some of your wine. So really, the better question is, why not? Then lastly, basically anybody looking for getting higher margins on their wines could benefit from this project. Whether it just be because it's a new direct-to-customer sales channel, enabling you to capture the retail margins on your wine, or whether or not you're looking to help reduce customer acquisition costs, the digital marketplace could definitely help you. There's also a chance it'll reduce the cost of maintaining your digital presence. By being part of the marketplace, you will be a part of a greater community promoting wine, Central Otago wines, and your wine specifically, rather than having to do it all yourself. And then finally, there is an opportunity here for people to create wines just for the marketplace. And just as a suggestion, there is very few wines sold in Central Otago that are above $100 a bottle. Maybe this platform would be a great testing bed, a great opportunity to create a bespoke wine for the marketplace to see how you go, capturing that really high margin, high value customer. There's some other opportunities here, and in particular, I want to talk about how the digital marketplace is not tied to a single location. You can target multiple domestic and international markets at once with a digital space. And so geography and distance are no longer barriers to telling your customers your unique story. So where do you want to sell your wine? Well, the steering committee are going to be the ones who help develop the marketing plan for the digital clustered marketplace. And that means they can go anywhere they like. You want to go to existing international markets? No problems. New international markets? Well, that's a great idea, especially since B&Z are offering their trade and export expertise to help. Tapping into a new international market will not only create a brand new sales channel for us, but it would also be leveraging the expertise that we are being offered to its greatest effect. We could also enter new domestic markets as well. Okay, well, there's been a few sort of frequently asked questions that have come up already, so I wanted to get ahead of a couple of those just quickly. I'm sure you'll have some more questions, but quickly, does this mean Kawa are now selling wine? Well, no. The marketplace will stand alone from Kawa. Sales directly between the wineries that are participating and their customers, and so Kawa won't be getting any kind of cut in there. So what is Kawa's role? Well, we are facilitators and champions of the project, but fundamentally it will be driven by the participating wineries and their steering committee, as well as B&Z and Zealand for the duration of the pilot. And then what is the long-term plan for the marketplace is another question that's come up a few times. When successful, the marketplace will fund its own activities, including its own marketing and advertising. Exactly how that is funded will be decided by the steering committee, but it could be a subscription fee or a percentage of sales or something along those lines. The nuts and bolts will be sorted out as part of the planning process that is coming up. So what do you need to know? Well, more information is coming. We already have some existing information on the Digital Clusters website, so you can jump on there and learn more right away. Pretty soon, I'm going to have some more information up on the Kawa website, so keep an eye out for that. But if you've got any burning questions, or if there's things that I've missed in this presentation, then please come along to our Q&A session with Zealand and B&Z at 9 AM on the 30th of March. I'll be putting the the Zoom invitation out to that as soon as I can. But that'll be the best place for you to ask any questions that I haven't covered already here. What do you need to do? Well, to begin with, you can submit your expression of interest already. We've got a link which will be included in the notes below. So get onto that. The deadline for expressions of interest will be the 4th of April. And that's because between then and the 13th, we need to assemble the steering committee and elect a cluster manager for the project. So after that, BNZ and Zealand will begin their part of the process. So they will be onboarding people from the 18th of April onwards. And onboarding will involve nutting out all of the details for each participating winery, including whether or not you need a website, what that website's going to entail, if you need e-commerce, how that's going to link in with the marketplace, etc., etc. So that's going to start happening from the 18th. What is going to be happening alongside that is the marketing, branding, and some commercial and legal planning with the steering committee and BNZ and Zealand. So hopefully those two processes will all be finished by the 27th of May. We'll finalise the cluster participants then, and Zealand will get onto building the marketplace. Now, that's a fairly hefty process. It's going to involve obviously building the shopping mall, but also making sure that all of the shops are in the shopping mall. So onboarding all of the participating wineries. So the launch date for the digital marketplace at this stage is set as September the 2nd. And hopefully that doesn't slip out too much, but it'll just vary a little bit based on the number of participants that have to be integrated into the system. But that's hopefully when the marketplace should launch. And that's it. That would be amazing. So I just want to finish off by saying thank you very much for taking the time to listen to me. If you do have any questions, you're welcome to come and ask me in the first instance, or hold on to those questions and ask them at the Q&A session we'll do with BNZ and Zealand on the 30th of this month. Again, thanks so much. We'll look forward to hearing from you all. Have a great day.